out of night, there's nowhere left to hide.
Hey wrestling fans, it's your old pal Bulldog. This is Pure Power Wrestling Power Slam TV on Shaw Cable. Tonight, the action starts off with THC and Cowboy Bryn. That one's going to be off the hook. You want to turn the volume up for that. And then Stormbringer and the Big Sexy Beast go one-on-one. I'm not 100% sure that our ring is going to be able to contain those two. And in our main event, your Pure Power Wrestling Heavyweight Champion Steele takes on Jumpin Josh. That's going to be as exciting as all heck. Let's get out to the ring for our first match.
Here we go. Travis the Heat Copeland. He is ready for action tonight. How you doing, THC? He is ready for action tonight. This guy's been geared up all day long. He usually is. Come wrestling day, he's geared up, ready to roll. I mean, rock and roll. This guy's, he loves wrestling. Plain and simple. But he's got his hands full tonight with the vicious, mean Cowboy Bryn was. Cowboy Bryn was. Without the Stormbringer, these guys have been having their problems in the last several months. May 29th, Cowboy Bryn was is alluding to Pure Power Wrestling's next live stream, which is the 29th of May. And he's got his hands full when he takes on his friend and partner, the Stormbringer. With any luck, they'll be able to leave their differences in the ring and move forward as friends and a team again. But I don't know. There's getting to be quite a bit of animosity. There's the bell. This one started. These guys just going at it. Exchanging rights. Cowboy Bryn Watts coming out on top of that exchange. Back in THC in the corner and going to work in the abdominal area. Drives his shoulder in now, an Irish whip. Oh! That was a little bit of impact. Wait a minute, THC out of the way. Bryn Watts taking the full power of that buckle and a couple of high knees for his effort. These guys started off just 100 miles an hour, and they haven't slowed down a bit. Look at that drop kick! Look at the elevation on that drop kick. That was amazing. Couldn't quite tell, but it looked like Bryn Watts just went for the eyes. Wouldn't be a bit surprised, but I'm not 100% sure. I just drive THC's head into the buckle. Wow, this is the first break in the action since these guys started. Watch this suplex. Down. Textbook. No one delivers suplex like Bryn Watts. Nobody. 1-2 him. In fact, everything Bryn Watts does is just so crisp and so perfect technique. There's very little wasted energy in the ring. This guy is one of the best athletes Pure Power Wrestling has, and I tell you, we're lucky to sign him, even though the malicious state of mind is rather infectious. Watch this now. Bryn Watts on the outside, THC on the inside. That's definitely an illegal choke. Ref Glenn reaching a 3 count and Bryn Watts breaking it up. Oh! THC with a... Watch this. Nicely done. That old exchange started with a kick in the low abdomen from THC. Ended up with Bryn Watts kicking out at 2. Here we go. Oh, solid right hand. Put Bryn Watts down to his knees. That was a hard punch. I can hear it all the way over here. A couple of toe stomps gets Bryn Watts out of a tough situation. Watch this now. Oh! Headbutt. Here we go, off the ropes. THC ducking the clothesline, looking for an angle slam. He got it. He could have him right here if he's quick enough with a pin, with the cover. 1, 2, 2.5. That angle slam came out of nowhere. Here we go. Bryn Watts back up to a vertical base. THC scoop. A slam. THC scaling the ropes up. Oh my goodness. Did you see the height? 1, 2. Bryn Watts with the presence of mind to scoot over for a pin. And third time's a charm, maybe.
3, 2, 3, 2.
That's a tactic that only Bryn Watts uses. And I tell you, it pays off enough that it's evidence that it works for him. Now he's having an argument about whether that was a 3 count or a 2 count, and the ref is always right. That was a 2 count. Oh my goodness. Oh, you hear the smack and the thud at the same time, and you know how much that hurt. Wait a second. Oh! THC with a chop of his own, lighting up Bryn Watts. Now into the rope with a clothesline. Yep, bulldog, boom! Driving Bryn Watts' head into the canvas. Rolling him over. Let's see if he can get it. 1, 2. Ooh. Only 2. THC back to a vertical base, trying to stand Bryn Watts up for who knows what. He's... Oh. Bryn Watts got out of that. Jumping THC on his upper back. I think one of Bryn Watts' loose screws just fell out entirely. Oh boy, watch this, watch this. Oh no, hold on a second. Stormbringer was under the ring the entire time. And are you kidding me? 1, 2, he got him. THC got him with an assist to the Stormbringer. What is going on with the bad seeds?
Smart guy. Hey, Cowboy, you are nothing. You are nothing without me.
What is going on with the bad seeds?
Nothing without me. Okay, pal? Screw you. You walk away. Screw you. You stupid little cow. I don't need you. I don't need you. I don't need him! I want you! You don't need him. You don't need him. Yes. You don't need him. Yes. You're back. Oh, that hurts. Oh, that hurts. THC. Wow.
That was fun.
System start. Cyberattack commencing. PPW Cyberattack. Streaming live Saturday, May 29th, on Facebook and YouTube.
Here comes the super heavyweight Stormbringer. Folks, thanks for joining us on Shaw. This is Power Slam TV.
May 29th, Cowboy. May 29th. I have this trophy for a reason. I have a trophy. I will break you, Cowboy. Break you.
Strong words from Stormbringer. I will break you, Cowboy. You know, they were good friends. I really don't know, what happened. There were a couple of instances of miscommunication, but... Well, on another note, here comes the big sexy beast, Bradley Graham, who's probably the only guy in Pure Power Wrestling on the roster who could stand toe to toe with this super heavyweight Stormbringer and match him power for power. In fact, the big sexy beast is more than likely considerably more powerful than the Stormbringer.
You better call it right down the middle. Almost as good a job as you do hitting Bryn every time with that trophy. You're an idiot. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do it.
Stormbringer's fired up. Obviously having some emotional turmoil is the Stormbringer as he tries to back Bradley Graham into the corner, but watch. Oh! Bradley Graham. What? Whoa. Now Cowboy is in Bradley Graham's face. Bradley Graham flicking him off like a flea.
We can do this now. What the hell are you doing?
Now it's Stormbringer's one. I don't even know what's going on right now.
How are you doing? Come on. Huh? Hey, talk to me. Huh? You talk to me. Do that one more time. Do it one more time.
Are these guys going to throw down right here? I mean, this match was supposed to be Bradley Graham, and Bradley Graham is cheering them both on as they yell at each other. Bryn Watts is all kinds of upset at Bradley Graham.
Yeah, I'll talk to you then. Yeah.
Ref Glenn just left. I believe this one is getting thrown out. Bad seeds are. Bradley Graham encouraging these two to just.
What? That's 29. 2. Get ready for that. Yeah.
Bradley Graham having all kinds of fun.
3.
There's your big sexy beast. Oh, humping and bumping.
Big sexy ref is here, pal. Big Bradley Graham.
Good, you. Good, you. Good, you. Good, you. At least, I thought I was. I'm not so sure these days. I'm not so sure of anything anymore. You know, I am already part of a business that is notorious for being built on smoke and mirrors, both in and out of the ring. And I find that the world that I live in outside of the squared circle is exactly the same. You don't know who's telling the truth. One day, one person tells you something to your face, and then the next day you see them doing something completely the opposite behind your back. It seems that both the wrestling industry and the outside world both don't want to operate within reality. Well, I've had enough. I've honestly had enough. And I haven't had enough of anything to do with the right thing to do. I haven't had enough with anything to do with things that make sense. I've had enough of the bullshit. From this day forward, the bullshit express stops at Crude Oil Cody Mack. I'm tired of it. If you don't come correct, be prepared. I'm not going to be nice to anybody anymore. I'm going to be cruel and most of all crude. And I'm going to tell it like it is. And it's going to start this Saturday in Pure Power Wrestling against you, Sydney Steele. Either you're getting cocky or the brass at Pure Power Wrestling, they recognize a hard-working guy that deserves a shot. Yeah, you and I have a long history, Sydney Steele. You put both your hands and your lips on my woman, and you've repeatedly jumped me from behind. And I'd be an idiot to think that you didn't have anything in store for me this Saturday. So don't worry. I'm going to be prepared for you. And like I said before, it ain't gonna be pretty. It ain't gonna be nice. It's definitely gonna be crude. What?
Here we go, Jumpin' Josh flying into the ring. Wanting to get himself back up on top of him now. He says, I tell you, that kid's gonna do it. He's got more heart, more drive, right, buddy, and he's got the resolve. He's got all the tools, but he's got to get through this man, your heavyweight champion.
Cody Mack tomorrow night. I'm gonna take your ass right here in this ring. But tonight, I'm gonna take care of especially for you. You can do way better than that.
We're on Shaw TV. I'm limited in what I can say, Jumpin' Josh. Hey, I kicked your ass a couple weeks ago. There we go. There we go.
Sidney Steele getting Ref Glenn to hold the ropes for him. This is going to be one exciting match, folks. I'm telling you, Jumpin' Josh is, I mean, this is a real clash in styles. Sidney Steele wants a nice slow pace where he can measure and pick his shots, and Jumpin' Josh is going to want to speed things up. He is quick, he is sudden, and he's very innovative with his offense. Tougher than a $2 steak. And here we go. Collar and elbow tie up. Probably not the wisest choice for Jumpin' Josh. Sidney Steele grabbing ahead. Nice tight headlock too.
I got the little bitty baby boy.
That's a picture-perfect headlock right there. If you ever look up Encyclopedia of Wrestling Maneuvers, and you ever get a chance to look at a picture-perfect headlock, Sidney Steele had it for you right there. And you see the difference in size. Jumpin' Josh kind of up on his tippy toes. He's still got good leverage. He's still got good form, but... Whoa! Sidney Steele with all the power, but Jumpin' Josh hung on tight. Ended up with a headlock takeover. Sidney Steele on his back. Ref Glenn right on that one. Well called. Sidney Steele opting for a head scissors to escape that headlock. Jumpin' Josh has his head stuck in between a couple of rather thick legs on Sidney Steele. Look at this though. Now, who got the... I think it's Sidney Steele who got the better of that one. He's got a front... I'm not sure what he's got going on there. Jumpin' Josh now. How did Jumpin' Josh get out of there? There's no such thing as a side door. He just made one and pulled himself out of there. That was impressive. That was impressive. Remember, Jumpin' Josh only has to last 10 minutes. And then he gets himself a title shot. If anybody can do it, it's Jumpin' Josh. And if he gets himself a heavyweight title shot, I'll be pulling for him. That'd be great. Watch this now. Look at this. Look at this. Look at him go. Oh, wow. Sidney Steele all the way to the outside. Jumpin' Josh. Are you kidding me? Wow. Folks, at the start of this match, remember I said Jumpin' Josh is going to want to make things go a little bit quicker? That's what I meant. That was impressive. And a big right hand from a little Jumpin' Josh. Heavyweight champion Sidney Steele is reeling. Right hand into the breadbasket. Back into the ring with the heavyweight champion. Now Jumpin' Josh still trying to balance out his equilibrium. He's spun around in quite a few quick circles. Oh, look at this, a cover roll. And Sidney Steele out before Ref Glenn can get in position for a 1 count. Jumpin' Josh looks like he's still a little bit dizzy. High knee in the breadbasket. And another high knee in the breadbasket. Irish whip. Oh, Sydney Steele up and over. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. That looked like a thumb in the eye. That looked like a thumb in the eye.
Oh, come on.
You can't take away from a great match like this with a thumb in the eye. Sydney Steele, you've got 100 pounds mass on the kid. Why do you got to go there? Oh, wait a second. If this is a chicken wing suplex, here we go. Look at this. Up and oh, wham.
Come on now. Come on. 1, 2, 3.
All that was missing was a cartoon bubble with the word kablam written in it. That was one hell of a chicken wing suplex. You can see the pain on the face of Jumpin' Josh. Sydney Steele picking him up by his ear? Is he using his ear? That's a little bit, I don't know the word for what that would be. Emasculating, I guess is the word for it. Emasculating. It took me a second, but I thought of a big word with lots of syllables. Look at that! Neck breaker.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Look at the neck breakers. Jumpin' Josh a little disoriented, managing to kick out, but the look on his face, his eyes were a little bit glossy. You could tell that neck breaker did some damage. Josh still trying to shake off the effects of that Nate. Oh my goodness, he got hit hard. Wow. Steele with a foot in the throat. Ref Glenn counting 1, 2. Managed to get to a 3 count. Jumpin' Josh trying to get air back into his lungs.
Oh, yes. Oh, we're having fun, ain't we?
Sydney Steele in control of this one. Folks, we should thank King of Trade. We should thank Stokes Pharmacy. We should thank all of our wonderful business partners and sponsors here at Pure Power Wrestling. We really enjoy being able to work with different businesses in the community, and we've been able to do a lot of wonderful things with a lot of different help from a lot of different businesses. So thank you all very much. Sydney Steele with a clubbing blow across Josh's back. This is the pace that Sydney Steele wants. He likes it a little bit slower. He can pick and choose his shots. He doesn't have to expend a lot of energy. It's difficult for heavyweights to keep up to these little guys. These little guys go so... Oh my goodness! Beautiful drop kick. And... Sydney Steele had it scouted, and look at this. Boston Crab right in the middle of the ring. Right in the middle of, oh my goodness, Josh won't quit. I know he won't quit. And Sydney Steele will just take more pleasure in inflicting more. Oh, wait a minute, he got to the rope. Ref Glenn calling for the break. Finally, Sydney Steele relents. My goodness. That did its damage. Jumpin' Josh now.
You back okay, Joshy? You back okay, huh?
Jumpin' Josh now, he's got a little bit more to recover from as Sydney Steele continues to slowly pick him apart. European uppercut staggers Josh. Sydney Steele has managed to ground Jumpin' Josh, and that's, like I said, this is the pace he wants. He can slowly, methodically work away. Another European uppercut. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh. What is going on with Jumpin' Josh? He's getting all fired up. He's got the half plug, lays in a few rights. Sydney Steele fires back. Josh with a high knee in the breadbasket now. Boom! Another chop. Jumpin' Josh going to town up on the top rope. Oh, I think he missed. I think he had something else in mind. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I think Josh had something else in mind, and Sydney Steele managed to stuff that comeback effectively.
I don't think he's quite had enough.
Sydney Steele better keep an eye on the clock. Watch this now. Oh, this is stalling suplex. Sidney Steele will be able to hold Josh there for as long as he feels like holding. Wait a second. Josh trying to fight his way out. Upside down. And he landed a knee. I'm not sure if you saw it at home, but he landed a knee on the way down. Now he's firing more knees in the breadbasket. Jumping Josh, never say die. Irish whip reversal. Josh jumping the clothesline. Oh, another knee in the breadbasket. Whoa, Jumpin' Josh. Jumpin' Josh with a suplex on the heavyweight champion. Rolls around for number 2. Will he get the trifecta? That would be something else. Watch this. Up and he got it. He got it. Now if he can get over for a cover, he might actually be able to put the champion away. 1, 2. No, Sidney Steele with a shoulder up just at 3. Jumpin' Josh is all kinds of fired up. Sidney Steele is staggering. Jumpin' Josh with a clothesline and a sling blade. Jumpin' Josh waiting for Steele to get her to get up on him. Oh, drop toe hold. That's what Josh had in mind. He's got the heavyweight champion hung up in the middle rope. Here he goes. 619. 619 landed. Sidney Steele is in all kinds of trouble. Boom, right there. And out. Oh, you don't think. You don't think. Jumpin' Josh scaling the ropes up to the very top. If he lands this, it might. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. What the hell is Tyler Knox and Cyanide doing out here? They don't belong. They got no business out here. They got no business out here. Ref Glenn can't get control of this one. No, it's a 3-on-1 beatdown. Oh, thank goodness Dewey Robson at least comes to help out. We got a Pier 6 brawl going on here, folks. Dewey Robson standing tall in the middle of the ring, laying everybody down, including Jumpin' Josh. Oh, Cyanide from the back. Now all 3 of these pick it up. Oh, wait a minute. Here comes the big sexy beast involved. We got a Pier 6 and THC involved. THC and Cyanide are going at it. Tyler Knox and big sexy beast Dewey Robson going into Sidney Steele. Jumpin' Josh crawling across the ring. Big sexy beast. Boom, boom, boom. Look at the pandemonium. Tyler Knox over the top rope. THC and Sidney Steele in the corner. Dewey Robson laying into Cyanide. Wait a minute, Cyanide with a thumb in the eyes. That'll slow down Dewey Robson. Big sexy beast now picking on Sidney Steele. At least he found someone his own size. Well, close to it. They're both heavyweights. Outside the ring, though, is a different story. We got a 2-on-1. Dewey Robson taking a beat down. THC now rolling to the outside. Wow! This is crazy. Wait a minute. Inside the ring, big sexy beast. Gorilla press. Jumpin' Josh on the whole bottom. Jumpin' Josh. This guy. Are you kidding me?
Cut the crap.
Bus stop, boys!
There we go.
Bus stop boys is right. Holy cow, I can't believe what I'm seeing. It looks like a car wreck. People are laid out everywhere. Good evening, folks. Welcome to Pure Power Wrestling Cyberattack. Tonight, you're not going to believe the lineup we have for you. Kicking things off, Travis the Heat Copeland takes on newcomer Tyson Hiller. And then from there, a 3-way dance for the Cruiserweight title as Tyler Knox puts it on the line against Jumpin' Josh and Dewey Robson. Little animosity building there. I can't wait to see how this one is settled. And then from there, talk about animosity. We got a grudge match between, get this, the bad seeds. Stormbringer versus Cowboy, Bryn. Just doesn't sound right when I say it. I mean, these guys are best friends, and now they're
Facing each other as foes. And not only that, stirring the pot for the last couple months, the big sexy beast, he's going to be officiating that one. I can't wait to see how that explosion settles. And then from there, our main event, Steele, the
longest reigning Pure Power Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, puts his belt on the line against Crude Oil Cody Mack. It's been a while since we've seen Cody Mack, but hey, now we're getting some sanctions lifted. In the next couple months, we're going to see more and more guys coming down, joining the Pure Power Wrestling roster. But tonight starts in the ring with Jim Dandy.
Welcome everybody to Pure Power Wrestling's Cyberattack. I'm Jim Dandy. Thanks for joining us tonight. Hey folks, if you're enjoying what you see tonight and you want to help out Pure Power Wrestling, please consider donating. Head on over to our webpage, purepowerwrestling.ca/donate. If you can help us out, keep these internet shows running, we'd really appreciate it. Now, if you join me as we play the Canadian National Anthem. Scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit. Introducing first, weighing in at 189 pounds from Travis the Heat Copeland. What's going on, guys? Wrestle time! Hold on.
Are you ready, brother?
Hell yeah. All right, guys.
Travis the Heat Copeland, fired up as usual. I can't wait to see this match. All we need now is Tyson Hiller.
And his opponent, weighing in at 193 pounds, from Thunder Bay, Ontario, Tyson Hiller!
Here we go. Newcomer to Pure Power Wrestling, Tyson Hiller looks to be in great shape for the Cruiserweight division. Already showing some good balance on the middle rope there, Tyson Hiller. Coming to us from Thunder Bay, Ontario, it's Tyson Hiller. And here we go. THC circling, Tyson Hiller doing the same. This ought to be a great matchup. Here we go. Collar and elbow tie up. THC grabbing a headlock first thing first. Tyson Hiller, nice. Hopping out into a hammerlock. THC reversal. Arm wringer. Really smooth. Look at these guys go.
Watch now. Tyson reversing that arm. Wow. That was really slick. Holy cow. Look at THC go now. Nice headlock takeover. Tyson using the head scissors to get out of that. See if THC can find his way out. Sure he can. Bridging out. One. Nope. Ref Rachel only coming up with a 1 count. Now we go again. Interesting to note, THC is nearly twice the age of Tyson Hiller, who now finds himself in a rear waist lock, usually used for a takedown, but he kept his hips low enough that THC couldn't pop his hips and get him over for a takedown. Got to the ropes, broke the hold, and both men back to neutral corners, circling again. We'll see what progresses. Collar and elbow tie up. Tyson Hiller, who was trained by Lance Storm, now working the arm. Ooh, THC going to the body. That's one way to get out of an arm ringer. Taking an arm ringer. Seems to be matching Tyson Hiller move for move. It's hard to figure out who's in control of this one. Look at that. THC could have dropped another elbow on the shoulder area, but chose to relinquish and just go back to the hold. Now Tyson Hiller rolling out, taking an arm ringer of his own into a hammerlock, headlock. See if he advances his position from here. Very nice headlock takeover. No, there's no way THC is going to give up for a headlock. That's not going to happen. Rolls his hips, both men back to a vertical base. Watch now, THC just powering Tyson off. Didn't power him down though. Tyson got the better of that collision now. I'm getting trout bubbles already. I'm so excited. Nice hip toss, THC into a pinning attempt. Now grabs a rear chin lock. Digging that knee right into the low part of the neck so we can get extra leverage. That's a painful hold, I'll tell you, folks. Whoa, not even getting a 1 count. Tyson Hiller not having anything to do with the pinning predicament. THC with a European uppercut. Puts Tyson down on his back. Both men back to a vertical base. I'll tell you what, folks, neither one of these guys has missed a step. I know Tyson was a little bit concerned about, he didn't have a whole lot of ring time with COVID shutting down the gyms and whatnot. He's having a hard time. I was talking to him earlier today. He was having a hard time getting in the ring to train, and he was worried it might affect his performance. But as far as I can tell, he hasn't really lost much a step. The kid's really matching THC move for move, and that's saying something because THC's been wrestling longer than Tyson Hiller's been alive, I think. Here we go, coast to coast. Tyson Hiller with a foot up. THC eating leather. Tyson Hiller opening up with the strikes. One heavy blow in the back between the shoulders now. Holy cow. DDT, I didn't expect that. I don't think THC expected it either. Wow, Ref Rachel checking to make sure THC's kind of got his senses about him. Now Tyson Hiller over. Look at the drop kick. Look at the elevation on that standing drop kick. Wow. I did not expect to see that either. Tyson Hiller looks to be proud of himself, and he ought to be. That was some serious elevation. THC now trying to make sure his jaw is still aligned properly. That was an impressive drop kick, I gotta say. Now all the wow! No. Tyson getting the worst of that exchange. Coming up short. Now THC dropping elbow after elbow. Use both legs on that leg drop. Gets him a 2 count. Tyson Hiller kicking out. checking his jaw to make sure it's still there. After all the elbows and legs, I'd be checking my jaw too. Now THC, scoop and a slam. That always hurts, folks, let me tell you. Oh. 1, 2. Tyson's still able to put some snap on that kick out. I think THC's going to have to wear this youngster out a little bit more before he gets a 3 count. But that's okay. THC knows what it's like to go into deep waters. I mean, he's had 60-minute Ironman matches, multiple 60-minute Ironman matches in his career. He's had some of the most grueling wars in there, from TLC matches to main event title matches. He's been through a lot. And look at this. Drop kick of his own. Check that out. Astounding elevation for the veteran THC, and referee Rachel coming up with a 2 count again. THC starting to gain control of this one. Opting for a nicely done. Still only able to keep Tyson Hiller's shoulders down for a 2 count. I wonder if THC's... No, he can't be getting frustrated. Like I said, he's been through some of the most grueling matches we've seen. Now it looks like he's calling for... No, Tyson Hiller had it scouted. Look at that! Oh my goodness! Nearly decapitating THC. Ref Rachel with a 2 count. Oh my goodness, that was an impressive maneuver. THC calling for that twist of fate, but Tyson Hiller managed to reverse, and now Tyson Hiller finding himself in control of the veteran. Oh, another DDT! Holy cow! Now they're going for a half Boston Crab. Some guys prefer just using one leg on the Boston Crab so they can exert a little bit more leverage on that knee joint. THC finding the bottom rope, rather. Tyson Hiller taking a knee, taking a breath, taking a thought, trying to figure out how he's going to out-wrestle Travis Copeland. What's this youngster doing now? Oh, taking too much time. That's what he's doing, is THC kicks him off. See if THC can get back up to a vertical base before Tyson Hiller collects his senses. Oh, look at that brogue kick. THC surprising Tyson Hiller, surprising your old pal Bulldog, surprising Jim Dandy. That was one hell of a brogue kick. Into the corner. Oh, that was a hard right. THC now in control again, and Tyson Hiller. Watch now, Irish whipping reversed. Tyson Hiller, oh, again eating the boot. He's got to stop running into those boots.
Come on, Tyson.
Watch this now. Watch this. Watch this. Oh, wow. Wow. Travis Copeland willing to sacrifice himself in order to put the impact on Tyson Hiller. Coming up with a 2 count again. This kid's pretty tough. He's taking fair bit of a licking from THC, and he's still managing to kick out at 2 with a bit of snap to it. THC catching his breath, and now elbow in the back of the neck. That'll slow you down a little bit. THC now in control, getting Tyson back up to a vertical base, into the neutral corner. Oh! Travis Copeland's turn to run into a boot. That did not look fun. And another sliced bread, I think they call her. No, I don't even know what you call that maneuver. Extra painful, I think. 1, 2. Travis Copeland kicking out at 2. Wow, what an opening contest, folks. Tyson Hiller pulling Travis Copeland straight up to a vertical base with a scoop. Slam of his own, planting Travis Copeland right in the middle of the ring. Referee on it for a 2 count. Wow. Welcome to Pure Power Wrestling, Tyson Hiller. This is Travis the Heat Copeland, who you're going to have to beat on a little bit more before you put that man down, let me tell you. Tyson Hiller looking like he's just bull rushing THC. And again. That sliced bread again. THC, I wonder if Tyson Hiller might have got him. That's 1, 2. Ooh, that was close. That was as close as Tyson has come all so far this match and getting a 3 count. And I was 2.5. Wow. With a flurry of an offense. Now he's got to be wondering what it's going to take to put THC away, because that was a few solid maneuvers, one right after the other. Wonder what this guy's thinking up. Oh my goodness. Tyson Hiller went for a kick to the midsection and ended up taking, oh my goodness. I wonder if that was impressive. THC now in control. Watch this up and right in the middle of the ring. 1, 2, and oh! Wow, each one is getting closer and closer to the 3 count. Who's going to get it first? Man, these are 2 tough SOBs, I tell you, folks. When it comes to tenacity, one of the first guys I think of is THC, and Tyson is hanging with them. Up and down. Tyson's hanging with THC, and this is really impressive. Another elbow. Come on, Ref Rachel with a 2 count. Wow. This kid's tough. THC's wondering what he's going to have to do to put him away. Oh, he's calling for a twist of fate, I think. Oh no, Tyson! Wow, you talk about a reversal. You look up the word reversal in the dictionary, it'll show you that replay. Now both guys down looking at the lights. That was impressive. Tyson Hiller, I gotta hand it to you, son. That was something. Ref Rachel at a 5 count. Neither one of these guys is really stirred. Wait a minute, Tyson now rolling over. Ref Rachel reaching 7. THC getting to a rope and trying to find his vertical base. Both men back up. Ref Rachel stopping the count at 8. Wow. This is quite a match for an opening contest, folks. This is amazing. Irish whip into the corner. You can hear THC. Tyson following up. Was this a running bulldog? Driving THC into the mat. I wonder if Tyson thinks he's had a no. Clearly, he's not going for a pin attempt. So clearly, he isn't satisfied that THC's been thoroughly worn down. Looks like he's calling for a super kick again. Motioning for THC to get up. THC now back to a vertical base, circling. Ooh, THC just ducking under that super kick attempt. And oh my goodness. Nearly kicking the head right off of Tyson. THC now. What an arm shiver right to the side of the head. Well spotted. And another one. Tyson Hill down in the corner. THC in control again. This is quite a back and forth contest. Let me tell you, folks. Watch this now. Snapmare. Oh my goodness. Oh, I felt that clothesline up. 1, 2. Tyson, I don't know how he kicked out of that. That was one of the most sickening thuds I've heard from a clothesline in a long time. Oh my goodness. That was a solid clothesline THC just pulled off. I'll be surprised if that kid hasn't got the wind knocked out of him. How he managed to kick out, I'll never know. That was impressive. THC now pulling Tyson back up to a vertical base off the rope. Tyson ducks the clothesline, does not duck the back elbow. THC landing solid right in the chest with that back elbow after that solid clothesline just a minute ago. Tyson's got to be in all kinds of pain. THC now with a knee to the body and another knee to the body. Working the body. Another high knee to the body. Man, some guys are headhunters. They try and take you out by punching you right in the face a few times. But THC has noted that the body is a much bigger target. And look at the success he's having. Tyson Hill hasn't been able to mount much of an offense since THC's been focused on that body. Now watch this. Oh, that was just in the ribs under the armpit. That was very painful, folks. I'm not going to lie. That is a really bad place to kick somebody. Oh, and he follows it up with a knee right in the chest. I wonder why THC isn't go. There he goes. Almost read my mind. That pin attempt got him another 2 count. This kid is tough. THC is beating on him, and he just refuses to give up. This is really impressive. I hope we see more Tyson Hill. I don't care who wins this match. Ooh, jawbuster. Follows it up with a right, and another right, and another right. Oh, a flurry of rights. Oh, God. This kid's impressive. Irish whip, super kick. Let's see if he's got enough to get it. He does. Can he? Whoa. Can he hold THC down for a 3 count? No, not yet. But does he have the skill and ability? I think he does, man. This kid is tough. Both men down now. Tyson managing to sit up, still holding his abdominal area where THC has been focusing a lot of his attack in the chest and body area. Now Tyson looks to be in control. THC off the rope. THC ducked that clothesline. Oh! Out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. Oh, are we going to see it? Is he going to land it? THC up to the top, and he's up in the air. Oh, my goodness. He nailed it. It's over.
Here is your winner, Travis Copeland!
Woo! Somebody get my out of that. That was one hell of an opening match. THC coming up with the W, but wow! Tyson Hiller. Don't hang your head, kid. You put on one hell of a show. That is one tough kid. I hope he's back. I hope he's back in PPW real soon. There we go. Show sportsmanship. There we go. That's the way wrestling should be. 2 athletes going at it. One of them's going to win, one of them's not. But at the end, have the dignity to shake the man's hand and say, yeah, you got it. Way to go, kid. You had a great match. You're not hanging your head. Woo-wee. Folks, up next, we got a Cruiserweight title match that's going to knock your socks off. I mean, Jumpin' Josh, if you remember, got screwed out of that Cruiserweight title match. He never should have lost the belt. I mean, Cyanide had all kinds of bad intentions when he got in there and feigned being an honest official. So now Jumpin' Josh is trying to get his Cruiserweight title out, and he's got Tyler Knox to contend with. And not only does he have Tyler Knox to contend with, things are heating up between Josh and Dewey Robson. I mean, they've been kind of exchanging unpleasantries, as it were. So I'm looking forward to see if this one can settle things between Jumpin' Josh and Dewey. And who knows, we could end up with a new Cruiserweight champion. Jim Dandy, it's all you, brother.
The following contest is sponsored by Penetrate, is scheduled for one fall with a 60-minute time limit. And it is a triple threat match for the Pure Power Wrestling Cruiserweight Championship. Introducing first, weighing in at 192 pounds, from Taylor, Alberta, Dewey Robson! And his opponent, weighing in at 156 pounds, from Lethbridge, Alberta, Jumpin Josh! And their opponent, weighing in at 204 pounds, from Medicine Hat, Alberta, he is the Pure Power Wrestling Cruiserweight Champion, Knox!
This one has the makings to be something explosive. You've got a little bad blood between the two challengers. You've got a lot of bad blood between the champion and each of the challengers. And you've got that uncertain X factor on the outside and cyanide. Folks, this one's going to be a barn burner to say the least. I can't wait for that bell to ring and get this one underway. This is going to be something special. I just wish Cyanide wasn't at ringside to spoil everything. Yeah, you can glare at me, Cyanide. Go ahead. This one's underway. Here we go. Who's gonna do what and who's gonna do it first? I can't wait. Oh. Whoa! My goodness! Oh, wow! Holy cow! Jumpin' Josh, all kinds of aggressive with a super kick. Dewey Robson on the outside. Wow! That's how you start a match. Now, oh, wow! That was something. Tyler Knox decided he was just going to back into a corner and let the other two fight it out, and sure enough, Jumpin' Josh wasted no time kicking Dewey Robson right square in the chin.
This is the part where I get involved, but I don't need to.
Wow! Meanwhile, up in the ring, Jumpin' Josh with a 2 count off of a waistlock and a takedown of his own, now with a rear chin lock. Ref Curtis on it really closely to see if that chin lock is in fact a chin lock and not a choke. Now Jumpin' Josh going for an arm. He's trying to end this one early. Josh is my odds-on favorite to come out of this one on top. And, oh, wow! Tyler Knox now coming with a... There's an S... That's an unusual version of a step over toe hold, but that's almost a variation of a move called a twister. Now Tyler Knox
passing over and jumping into a headlock. I think I would have held on to that variation of the twister if it was me. I would have pulled Jumpin' Josh's shoulder out of his socket if I could have, but Tyler Knox opting for a headlock, which Jumpin' Josh gets out of. He's into an arm wringer. Ooh, listen to the kick. Not much Cyanide can do when they're right in the center of the ring. Let's hope Cyanide just stays out of this one. Lets these three guys settle it themselves. Oh, Jumpin' Josh got that kick caught by Tyler. Scooping a slam. Look at the pain on the face of Josh. That tells you everything you need to know right now. That kid is in a world of hurt. Body slams hurt a lot, folks. I'm telling you. I've taken a few, and every single one of them hurt like you would not believe. Now Tyler Knox in control of this three-way dance. Dewey Robson still suffering the effects of that super kick Jumpin' Josh opened the contest with. That was impressive. How Tyler Knox. Oh. What a backbreaker. Oh, Tyler's looking for Dewey. No luck, though. Dewey got his head kicked off at the start of this match, Tyler. You only need to worry about Jumpin' Josh, pal. Jumpin' Josh ducking a clothesline. Oh, look at this now. Jumpin' Josh all the way around. All the way. Whoa. Watch this. Oh! Both men dumping Tyler Knox on the back of his head. Jumpin' Josh. I don't know if you're going to get a handshake out of Dewey right now, Jumpin' Josh. That was a pretty mean kick, brother. Dewey Robson actually shaking Josh's hand. Watch this. Oh! Jumpin' Josh over the top rope, taking Cyanide out. And Dewey taking out Tyler Knox. Oh, wow. These guys working like a team to take out Cyanide and Tyler Knox. Wow. Let's see if they'll get back in the ring and settle their differences. Here we go. Dewey Robson, Jumpin' Josh, part one. Ready and power double tie. Neither one giving an inch. Tyler Knox on the outside. Dewey Robson rather grabs a headlock. Nice takeover. See where Dewey goes from here. Onto his shoulders as Jumpin' Josh just about sneaks one. What a contest so far. Jumpin' Josh using the head scissors to get out of that headlock. That's a standard reversal these days. Now watch this. By standard, I mean effective. Most guys learn how to use their legs like that to get out of a headlock. It's one of the easiest ways. Jumpin' Josh just showed it to you. Now he's eating a knee in the breadbasket for his efforts. And another one. Here we go now. Dewey Robson, Irish whip, Jumpin' Josh off the rope. Dewey Robson, a significant size advantage, putting Jumpin' Josh down off that shoulder block, but Jumpin' Josh not staying down for a count of three. Forget that, cat. 2 is all you're going to get. You're going to have to beat on that kid a lot more, Dewey. Here we go now. Scoop. Oh, Jumpin' Josh sliding off the back. Another high knee. He's throwing a lot of knees tonight. A lot of striking tonight. Jumpin' Josh just a little more aggressive. Irish whip. Look at that. A running chop. That's one way to get that hand moving. Dewey didn't like that a bit. Here we go now. A little more high velocity offense from Jumpin' Josh. Oh, boy. Oh. That was a sickening thud. Watch this. Snapmare takedown. Oh! 1, 2. Holy cow. Jumpin' Josh trying to kick the wind out of Dewey Robson. Planting one in the upper back area. Watch this now. I'm not sure what Jumpin' Josh is going to... It looks like he's suplex. Nicely done. One of them. Well, he's going for the trifecta, folks. Watch this. This is impressive. He gets all 3. Watch this. 1, 2. Rolling the hips over. Roll the opponent over. Up and, oh, Tyler Knox. Oh! Jumpin' Josh can't do this. What does he think he is, a superhero? You're tough, kid, but I don't think you can suplex 2 men at the same time. Oh, no way, now. Oh! Tyler Knox and Dewey Robson working together. Dewey not hesitating to... Oh, cyanide now. You know, cyanide spoiling the moment. Oh, hey, wait a second. That's not legal. Tyler Knox ought to be... Come on now. He's choking him, Curtis. I didn't know this was no rules. Tyler Knox getting away with choking Dewey. No, oh my goodness. Not sure if you could hear that at home, folks, but that was one hell of a thud that just came wrapping off the side of Dewey Robson's head. Tyler Knox now looks to be in control of this matchup. Hanging up Dewey Robson to dry and going across the lane in a few boots to Jumpin' Josh, having trout bubbles again. See what happens when I get excited at wrestling? I can't even speak proper. Watch this, Tyler Knox, he just stomping back and forth across the ring, laying the boots into one and then back to the other. Now he's trying to get Dewey out of the ring entirely. I don't know if you're going to end it so soon, brother. I don't know. He's calling for the end, but I don't know. See if Tyler Knox can finish Jumpin' Josh. Fire him back with a chop. Ooh, and another one. Little payback. That hurts, folks. I'm telling you. Snapmare takedown. Now Tyler across. Oh! Wow. That was almost like a clothesline we saw earlier on. This time it was a drop kick. Holy cow. Dewey, Tyler Knox rather in control of this one now. With Jumpin' Josh, Irish whip. Josh reverses that. Wait a minute. Jumpin' Josh with a schoolboy. 1, 2. Josh surprising Tyler with a quick roll up. Now Josh in control. Irish whip reversal. Josh off the ropes. Look at this. Jumpin' Josh. Oh, I love it. Very nice takedown. Takes Tyler Knox out of the equation, and now Jumpin' Josh looking to do the same to Dewey only. Whoa! I can't believe what I just saw. I'd love to get a replay of that. Dewey and Tyler Knox are working together, and I don't know. Wow. Jumpin' Josh now on the outside taking a breather, hopefully not a hospital break. That was one hell of impact. Now look at the drop kick in the ring. Dewey Robson taking Tyler Knox off his feet, getting 1, 2. Woo. I'm going to need more of my pharmaceutical medication, folks. My heart's pounding. This is exciting. Cyanide up on the ring apron. He doesn't belong there. Come on, Rep Curtis, get him down from there. He doesn't belong there. Cyanide not able to cause a distraction. Thank goodness. Wait a minute, dude, hey, Tyler Knox just went up to the eyes. He just went up to Dewey Robson's eyes. That's not allowed. Tyler Knox almost knowing that this match has got such high stakes that the ref's probably not going to disqualify him, and he's taking advantage of that. You know, he deserves to be disqualified if you ask me. Look at this, though. Dewey eating every one of those kicks and now firing back. Dewey Robson getting all kinds of worked up. He's ready for a fight. Another kick. Woo! Irish whip off the ropes. Dude, high knee. Tyler Knox down, maybe even out. His eyes are rolling back in his head. Dewey, will he get a pinfall? Tyler now actually getting back to his feet. I don't know how he can do it. I thought for sure Dewey just put his lights out. Irish whip. Tyler Knox with a reversal into the corner. Watch this. Coast to coast. Oh, he missed. Hung up on the ropes. I wonder if he wrenched his knee. It looks like that looked awkward from my vantage point, folks. Here we go now. Dewey with... Oh, I love this maneuver. Watch this neck breaker. Oh, and Jumpin' Josh now in the corner he looks like he's sneaking about, folks. I'm going to pretend I don't see Jumpin' Josh. He looks like he's sneaking about. 1, 2, Tyler Knox. I'll tell you, he's one tough customer. You know, I criticize him a lot for taking shortcuts and aligning himself with guys like Cyanide and Mr. Valentine, whoever that clown. But the guy's tough, man. He's one tough dude. Now watch this. Jumpin' Josh on the outside. Oh! Josh missed Tyler Knox, and he connected hard with Dewey. Now Tyler coming to pick the bones. Camel clutch, pretty close to the middle of the ring. This could be over if Dewey doesn't come and break this up. Ref Curtis is right on it. Whoa, Dewey breaking it up with a double axe handle to the back of Tyler Knox. But wow, what we got in the middle of the ring right now, folks, looked kind of like a car wreck. Cyanide trying to instruct his man, Tyler Knox. Give him a little bit of advice, a little encouragement. Dewey now. Dewey Robson grabbing a front face lock, maybe. Hard to tell from my vantage point. Nope, both men back to a vertical base. Tyler with those slaps. Dewey Robson got that drop toe hold. Tyler's still a little bit worn, a little bit weary. Let's see who... Oh, they're both going to go for a 619. Look at that! Cyanide sacrificing himself. Neither one gets a 619 on Tyler. Oh, tornado DDT. Jumpin' Josh. The dewdrop! Dewey got the dewdrop. All he's got to do is pin Tyler. Oh, Tyler rolls to the outside. If Dewey could have pinned Tyler, I'm sure it would have been over. Now Dewey pinning, Jumpin'. Oh! That was close. Jumping Josh exploding with that kick out. I don't know if you could get a closer to a 3 count. That was amazing. Dewey Robson now on the outside. Tyler Knox. Wow. He took a dewdrop, and he's looks like he's trying to get back in the ring as Dewey and Jumpin' Josh are slugging it out. Not even toe-to-toe. They're both knee-to-knee. Jumpin' Josh calling for another forearm and delivering one right back. Jumpin' Josh and Tyler or Dewey Robson in a slugfest. Look at these two go. Another right. This is awesome. Another right. Unbelievable. Dewey now calling for the finish. How's he going to manage to get a dewdrop on Josh? I'll never know, but if anybody can, it's Dewey Robson. Jumpin' Josh instinctually falling to his belly. You can't pin a man that's on his belly. Now Josh acting like dead weight. Dewey Robson having a hard time picking him up. Jumpin' Josh. Look at this now! He's got the crossface. Jumpin' Josh has a crossface and he's right in the middle of the ring. Tyler Knox is nowhere to be found. If Dewey submits, Jumpin' Josh leaves here with the Cruiserweight title. Jumpin' Josh pulling as hard as he can on Dewey Robson. Dewey just refusing to give up. Tyler Knox still is out of the equation. Dewey Robson in the middle of the ring, suffering the effects of that crippler crossface. Jumpin' Josh pulling on it for all he's worth. Look at this now. Wait a minute. Watch Dewey Robson. He's fighting his way up. Are you kidding me? Look at this. Dewey Robson. Oh, wow. Holy cow. I cannot believe what I'm watching. Now Dewey with the tries the attitude adjustment. I don't think he got it all because Josh lands on his feet. Wait, going for the neck breaker. Oh, what was that? What was that? Jumping Josh with a low blow. Now Tyler Knox. Tyler Knox throwing Josh over the top rope. Holy cow. I don't know if Josh... Whoa! That's cyanide. 1, 2, 3. He got him. Tyler Knox retains. Tyler Knox retains.
And still, the PPW Wrestling Cruiserweight Champion, Tyler Knox!
Tyler Knox retains, but let me tell you, I don't know if Jumpin' Josh actually intended that low blow or if he just reacted. But that's what caused it for Dewey Robson was that low blow. Tyler Knox came in and picked the bones, so to speak, and he retains your Cruiserweight champion. Holy cow! I hate to say it, but with an assist from Jumpin' Josh. Woo!
Ladies and gentlemen, Tyler Knox, Cruiserweight Champion, now, then, and forever.
Oh, wow, folks, that was something. I'm still wondering, I mean, Dewey Robson suffering a low blow at the hands of Jumpin' Josh, and Tyler Knox was able to pick up the win following that low blow, but I'm still in shock because that is not like Jumpin' Josh, and I don't know if he intended to do that or if he just reacted. That was an amazing three-way dance, folks. And we are not even close to being done because next up, the Stormbringer versus Cowboy Bryn Watts. The past few months, these two have suffered miscommunication and they've had arguments and it's just led from one situation to the next. It's gotten worse and worse, and now these guys are enemies. We're having a grudge match, and I still can't believe I'm hearing myself say this, between the Stormbringer and Cowboy Bryn Watts. Jim Dandy.
Our next contest is scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit, and it is a special Grudge Match attraction. But before we introduce the combatants, may I introduce to you the special guest referee, the big sexy beast, Bradley Graham.
He's humping and bumping. He's been the main troublemaker in all of this.
Sexy ref here.
The big sexy ref, Bradley Graham.
No hopping, no bumping. That's the professionals.
This man has been, as soon as he sensed some kind of indifference going on between the Cowboy and the Stormbringer, he's been right in the middle, stirring the pot all along. Backstage, out during the matches, he's been encouraging each other, these two, to get at each other. So, I mean, a natural fit for referee.
Introducing first, weighing in at 282 pounds from Galveston, Texas, Stormbringer!
Here he comes, folks, the super heavyweight, the Stormbringer. He's finally got a chance to get all that emotion out against Cowboy. And we know this is one of the more emotional wrestlers there is.
I have a trophy. What do you have, Cowboy? Did it hurt me? Or did it hurt you, son?
Strong words from Stormbringer. Now threatening the big sexy beast, and I'll tell you what, that big sexy beast
to be intimidated, not by 100 Stormbringers. This guy just will not be provoked.
And his opponent, weighing in at 191 pounds from Stillwater, Oklahoma, the Cowboy, Bryn.
Folks, normally I'd be pointing out the size difference and the mass difference between the Cowboy and the Stormbringer. But the Cowboy Bryn Watts is something special. He's got a perfection of technique that can cancel out a serious size difference, and we've seen it time and time again. He actually is a lot more powerful than one would think for a cruiserweight-sized wrestler. But let me tell you, Cowboy Bryn Watts, such perfection in technique. Stormbringer is going to have his hands full and then some, because, well, you'll see when this gets underway what I mean. But Cowboy Bryn Watts, just poetry in motion when it comes to professional wrestling. And Stormbringer, that guy is just a grizzled, mean veteran. It's going to be an exciting match.
Better call this match right.
I just hope after it's over, these two can shake hands and continue being friends, because, I don't know, I kind of feel bad for Stormy right now. He's losing his best friend. I mean, that's just horrible for a guy to go through. Cowboy Bryn Watts seems to not care either way. And Bradley Graham is just loving the fact that they're at each other and that he's been the main cause of it. He's happy at his handiwork at what he's done to these two, and nothing's going to stop him from humping and bumping his way through this ref job.
Hide the trophy! Alright. I'm not going to check it because I don't care if you got weapons. Are you ready? Oh yeah.
The big sexy beast.
Are you ready? Bring that
Here we go! Big sexy beast having fun in there. He's humping and bumping. Watch now as these two lock up. This is history in the making. Bryn Watts, Stormbringer. Wait a minute, wait.
Let's go, Cowboy!
Bryn Watts wisely taking his time. Referee, big sexy, calling Stormbringer into a neutral corner. Now he's calling for action.
Come on, Cowboy!
And, oh, wait a sec.
Here! 60 Cowboy!
Cowboy now.
Get in!
You know, he's no slouch when it comes to mind games either, and I'm pretty sure that's what he's doing right now, trying to get into the head of the Stormbringer, taking his time and taking control. He's taking control of the situation. Now look at this. Sexy Cowboy stealing the Stormbringer's trophy. Making a mockery of him, really. Oh, no. These two are, you know, they're just like a couple of young brothers fighting over a Tonka toy, these two.
You know what, Cowboy? Get in here!
They just got to get in there and bash each other around a little bit. I'm sure their differences will be settled. I'm sure of it.
I always knew you were a pussy!
Whoa!
Big talk! That's all you do! What are you doing right now? Come get me! What are you doing right now? Come get me! Look, big guy!
Cowboy egging the Stormbringer on.
I'm falling for that!
Unfortunately, Cowboy, Stormbringer is way too smart for that. Stormbringer's not going to be. You're not going to goad him into stepping out of the ring into. Well, I guess it's kind of his world too. I mean, the Stormbringer is known to the hardcore style. Now Cowboy Bryn Watts gingerly stepping into the ring. What a relaxed pose for a referee. He really doesn't care if these guys tear each other. Oh, here we go now.
Yeah.
Collar and elbow tie resulting in a headlock for the Stormbringer. Watch this now.
Stormbringer showing some skill to one of the most highly skilled wrestlers we have. Bryn Watts now, look at this reversal and another hammerlock of his own. I can't believe I'm watching the Bad Seeds fight each other, wrestle each other rather. I can't believe this is what I'm seeing. I mean, there's never been two closer guys in wrestling. They're closer than most brothers, and now they're at odds. Stormbringer in control though with that arm wringer. You control the arm, you control the body. Back into a hammerlock. Stormbringer in control of the Cowboy. Ooh! Back elbow gets the Cowboy out of that hammerlock. Now he's pulling the Stormbringer into the center of the ring and taking an arm wringer. The most apathetic referee in the industry right now is the big sexy beast. He doesn't care. He doesn't care how the Stormbringer's doing, to be quite frank, but he's got to check him. It's his job. Wait a minute. Bryn Watts with a handful of hair. Cowboy with Stormbringer with an ankle pick. Now both men back to a vertical base. That's a little more aggression out of the Stormbringer. Both these guys just yelling at each other. I'm sure they don't really want to be doing this. Or maybe they do. Cowboy Bryn Watts now with a standing side headlock. That really... Watch this. The way Bryn Watts does his headlock is perfect. Watch it. Bryn Watts on his back. You're not going to win. You're not going to win. There's no cruiserweight is going to win a battle of mass and power against Stormbringer. Stormbringer's a super heavyweight. Watch now, Irish whip after Stormbringer rather with an elbow directly into the solar plexus of Bryn Watts. Stormbringer now just stalking Bryn Watts. Oh, Bryn firing back with a right and another right. Oh, another right in the chin this time. Grazing the whiskers of Stormbringer. Boot to the belly. Another one. And a right hand Stormbringer. I don't know if Stormbringer can actually overcome the spite that Cowboy Bryn has. Holy cow! Bryn Watts with blinding speed across the ring. And again! All that mass into the Stormbringer. Holy cow! Did you see the spear? 1, 2. Bryn Watts kicking out of that spear that just about busted him right in half. That was impressive. Stormbringer spearing his former best friend right out of his boots. Now a scoop and a slam. Oh, every body slam the Stormbringer does is a power slam. He's a big man in wrestling. Now an illegal, that's an illegal choke right there. Bradley Graham reaching a 3 count before the Stormbringer relinquishes the hold. Now Stormbringer across the ring. Oh! Right across the back of a waiting Bryn Watts, who is now on the ring apron trying to recover from that latest onslaught. Now Bryn Watts. Stormbringer demanding the ref to count. Big Sexy will count when he feels like counting, not when you tell him to count. Up to 2. Up 3. I quite like watching Bradley Graham work when he's in there. The guy just loves what he's doing. He's having a whole lot of fun in there. You probably have noticed that he's had nothing but a continuous smile on his face. Now he's got to assert his authority. Stormbringer doing more than just going for the eyes. He's choking Bryn Watts on that turnbuckle. Choking Bryn Watts on the turnbuckle. That's your best friend. Stormbringer, that's your best friend. What are you doing, man?
Can't be choking him on the turnbuckle like that.
Can't be choking your best friend on the turnbuckle.
Shut up.
I can't believe what I'm watching. I mean, Ooh. Stormbringer with a left. And another one. Bryn Watts, I mean, he's on Dream Street. Stormbringer with Bryn Watts blocking it. I don't know how he blocked it. He looks to be, his eyes look glassed over to me. Now Bryn Watts driving Stormbringer's head into the turnbuckle on the other side. Boom, boot to the belly, slug in the belly, another right. Whoa, now he's going to get into it with Big Sexy Beast. I wouldn't advise that. I would not advise getting into it with Big Sexy Beast at this moment, or any moment rather. Irish whip in the corner. Cowboy Bryn Watts, every bit as powerful as most heavyweights. He's going to have to be, because he's in there with the super heavyweight Stormbringer. Now Bryn Watts looking to be ready. Yeah, here it goes. Oh! Stormbringer had that one scouted. Cowboy Bryn Watts nothing but a size 14 boot. And now off that German suplex, I wonder if the Stormbringer is going to go for a pin.
Let's go,
Bryn Watts almost looking lifeless. Bradley Graham with about a 2.5 before Cowboy could get his shoulder up. I don't think Stormbringer should be complaining. You ought to be happy that your best friend is that tough. I mean, come on. You choked him on a steel turnbuckle, for crying out loud, and you still can't keep his shoulders pinned down for the count of 3. That's your best friend. Look at Cowboy firing back. Still trying to shake off the cobwebs, I'm sure. Stormbringer with a boot in the chest area. And right back to that turnbuckle. Watch this, watch this. High back body drop. Oh, the impact. Bryn Watts writhing in pain. Rightfully so, the impact. Stormbringer, let's see if he goes for, 1, 2. I think Bryn Watts, Bryn Watts got his hand up on the rope. That breaks the hold. Stormbringer looking frustrated. Bryn Watts firing back, even though he's taking one hell of a bit of punishment. Now Bryn Watts firing back in the breadbasket. He's really working the body of Stormbringer, which is probably a very wise idea. Here we go now. Irish whip attempt. Stormbringer into the corner. Bryn Watts taking less time this time around. Oh! Stormbringer still able to get out of the way. And Bryn Watts ate that corner post right into the shoulder. Holy, listen to Bryn Watts now. Oh my goodness, that hurt. That hurt a lot, folks. Bryn Watts writhing in pain on the outside. Clutching his shoulder. That hurt. And now Stormbringer on the outside. Driving the small of the back into that outside of the ring area. Bryn Watts is going to feel like he's in a car wreck come tomorrow morning. Stormbringer focusing his attack and methodically picking Bryn Watts apart. Bryn Watts fighting back. Ooh, the forearm. Come on! You know, when your forearm covers most of a guy's back, when you're that much bigger than him, that your forearm covers most of his back and you drive it into him with everything you got, you're going to see the results, and they speak for themselves. Stormbringer firmly in control of this match right now. His former best friend. Oh! Again, the forearm to the back. Bryn Watts is taking a beating. Stormbringer has slowed this down to a pace that he wants. He can control. He can pick his shots. Oh, wait a minute. Watch this. You don't think he's... Is he gonna... You gotta be kidding me. Oh! Stormbringer just just threw Cowboy Bryn Watts 3/4 of the way across the ring. Cowboy Bryn Watts is not moving.
He's good.
Bryn Watts is not moving. Look at that. His eyes are glazed over. He's on Dream Street. Bryn Watts is on Dream Street. Stormbringer now. He should have him. 1-2. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
How?
Cowboy Bryn Watts managing to get his shoulder up. I have no idea how. Stormbringer has no idea how. The cameraman has no idea how. Big Sexy has no idea how. I'll bet you Bryn Watts has no idea how, but he did. His pure instinct. Here we go. Stormbringer grabbing Bryn Watts by the ear to drag him back into the ring. Now Stormbringer Irish whip off the rope, missing with a clothesliner. Bryn Watts with a standing drop kick that just took all Stormbringer's teeth out of his mouth. Now 1-2, Stormbringer with a kick out. Holy cow, folks, I'm getting lightheaded. Somebody get my chloropromazine. And big elbow drop from Cowboy Bryn Watts. And another pin attempt. 1, 2, Stormbringer with a kick out. I have no idea how Bryn Watts survived that onslaught. I mean, after being nearly choked unconscious on the turnbuckle, how he's managing to launch an aggressive attack is beyond me, but he certainly is. Stormbringer just managing to get out of the way of that last elbow drop, and now both men face down on the canvas. Wow, I cannot believe these two are fighting each other, let alone beating the living hell out of each other to the point where neither one can get up. This is unbelievable. Stormbringer now to a vertical base, clubbing Cowboy in the back of the head. Pulling Cowboy up onto his own feet and hanging him up on the top rope. Holy cow, when Stormbringer launches an attack focused on one body part, he does not leave a single stone unturned. Wow. Draping a Cowboy Bryn Watts over that top rope after focusing attack on the chest and upper back area. Wow. Now Stormbringer to the outside. He's going to go and get Cowboy if Cowboy doesn't get... Well, Bryn Watts now getting back in by himself. Stormy having no part of that. Oh, no, you got to be kidding me. Not this again! Lower back into the side of the ring. Folks, there is nothing forgiving about that. That's not even wood on the side of the ring. It's steel. That's where the ring frame is. And that hard steel right into the low back of Cowboy Bryn Watts. And it's being driven by a super heavy... No, I gotta be kidding me! You gotta be kidding me! Stormbringer just body slamming his best friend on the outside.
1, 2.
Bryn Watts, I don't know if he's going to be able to answer the 10 count. Stormbringer, that's your friend. Or was, anyway. I mean, have a heart, man. Stormbringer now back on the outside. The hell is he going to do next? I mean, what hasn't he done? Are you kidding me? Bryn Watts firing back. Stormbringer with a couple of lefts shuts down that onslaught or that comeback attempt from Bryn Watts. I'm getting trout bubbles again. Somebody go to the pharmacy and refill my prescriptions. All of them. Woo! That's exciting. Stormy rolling in the ring to cut off the 10 count. Back on the outside. Oh, wait a second. Stormbringer under... Oh, not the... You're not going to hit your friend with a steel chair. Come on, Stormbringer. Stormbringer, you guys don't have to be doing this. You don't have to be doing this, man. You made your point. That's your best friend, Stormy. That's your best friend. Oh, come on now. Bryn Watts screaming at the Stormbringer to hit him, but Stormbringer not able to bring himself to do that. Not able to bring himself to He can't hit his friend with a chair, but he can drive his friend's lower back into the steel frame of that wrestling ring. Oh, I don't know if there's a difference. Whoa. Folks, I'm going to be losing my voice by the time the main event rolls around, but I don't care. I'm still going to be screaming. This is pro wrestling at its best. Pure power wrestling. Brought to you by Stokes Pharmacy. Brought to you by King of Trade. Wow, we got a battle going on in front of us. Stormbringer versus the Cowboy, Bryn Watts. This one's been brewing for months, and these guys have left everything in and around the ring. Now Stormbringer in control. Oh, no, you're kidding me. No way, Stormbringer, you're not gonna.
Come on, man.
Stormbringer, you're not. It looks like he wants to. Bryn Watts fighting his way out over and over again.
Come on, guys. 5.
You can't be serious. Stormbringer won't relent. It looks like he wants to. Oh, God! Listen to that. Listen to that. Stormbringer screaming tells the whole story. He was gonna try and powerbomb Bryn Watts onto that steel chair setting on top of the steel steps. Bryn Watts managed to reverse it and power his way out. Stormbringer just landing on the chair with the steel steps. Holy cow! And Big Sexy Beast is giggling himself silly at this turn of events. Now Bryn Watts in control, driving the elbow into Stormbringer. Look at the rage in Bryn Watts. He is such an angry man. Look at the spite. Look at that malicious look. Look at the glare. Look at Bryn Watts now with a high leg drop right on the ring apron. That's what makes Bryn Watts smile. That's what makes Bryn Watts smile, driving the air out of his former best friend. More and more, he just, like a little ravaged pit bull. Bryn Watts now with 1, 2. Stormbringer grabbing the rope. Clearly still in a world of hurt from that back body drop onto the steel steps. Bryn Watts in control with a grimacing snarl. This guy is just something out of a horror movie. Bryn Watts frightens me with that look he gets in his eye when he's about to do something extremely violent. Now up on the second rope, Bryn Watts waiting for Stormbringer. Stormbringer slowly dragging himself up to a vertical base now, yeah. Slowly circling, finding Bryn Watts. Missile drop kick. 1, 2. Bryn Watts waited perched for a good 30 seconds and then delivered an incredible missile drop kick.
Come on, Cowboy.
Seems to be trying to ponder what it is he's got to do to put his best friend away. I can't believe these guys are at it. I still cannot believe I'm calling a match that's taking place between the Cowboy Bryn Watts and the Stormbringer, the Bad Seeds. These guys are tight like brothers, and now they're beating the living hell out of each other. Bryn Watts now bringing that steel chair back into play, and I do not like the look in his eye. He seems almost soothed by the violent thoughts that are roaming around his head right now. Oh, you're not bullying your best friend. You're not bitch slapping Stormbringer. There's no way you're going to bitch slap Stormbringer and get away with it. Well, maybe if you're Bryn Watts, you can, but he hangs him up on the top rope. I just cannot believe what I'm witnessing, folks. Now Bryn Watts back in the ring. Stormbringer still favoring that left knee. It looked to me like he got that left knee. It looked like that left knee absorbed most of the impact when he hit those steel steps. And Bryn Watts with the veteran savvy and wherewithal to focus his attack directly on that left knee as though it's got a bullseye on it. Bryn Watts now draping the left leg over the rope. This is always ugly. Oh, man. Oh. I've seen a few knee injuries in my time, and every time I watch somebody do that, all I think of is torn and stretched ligaments and torn tendons. The Stormbringer just screaming in agony. Cowboy Bryn Watts setting a perfect pace for his assault. Now he's in control, and the Stormbringer may not be standing by the time this match ends. Bryn Watts, I'm not going to even say one of. He is the most vicious wrestler I've ever watched wrestle, hands down. Stormbringer now just in agony. Bryn Watts taking all the time in the world. Bryn Watts taking all the time in the world, continuing the assault onto the Stormbringer, one body part at a time, and now up to a vertical base. Oh, this is power! Oh, I thought he had him. I thought Bryn Watts had him. I thought the Cowboy had that Stormbringer up for that stampede. I thought he did for... I was about to... Wow, I was about to have a biological malfunction. That was incredible. If Cowboy Bryn Watts can manage to do that stampede maneuver with the Stormbringer, I might blow an O-ring. I cannot believe the power, but I mean, his back obviously couldn't handle it. Now both men back to a vertical base. Stormbringer with a big boot. Bryn Watts now on his back with his eyes rolled back in his head. Stormbringer really favoring that left knee still. Watch this high. He missed the leg drop. He missed the leg drop attempt. Stormbringer missed the leg drop. And that was the leg that bounced off of our ring steps, folks. That may have been the last attempt for Stormbringer. And wait a second. Can Bryn Watts put the Texas Cloverleaf on it? He can. I don't know if he's got it cinched in as tight as he would like, but that is a super heavyweight you're putting a Texas Cloverleaf on. And he's actually got it cinched in. He's got it in fairly tight. Can Stormbringer power his way out of this or not? Will Stormbringer succumb to Cowboy Bryn Watts' Texas Cloverleaf? Big sexy beast close enough to call it. There's a rope break. He's calling for a rope break. 1, 2, 3. Cowboy Bryn Watts pushing it right to the brink. Bryn Watts pushing it right to the brink of the 5 count when he had to break that hold. That Texas Cloverleaf putting all kinds of pressure on that hurt knee of the Stormbringer. Like I said, folks, I don't know if Stormbringer is going to be able to walk when this contest is over. Remember, he took a back body drop onto our steel steps, and his left knee seemed to absorb almost all of the impact. Bryn Watts now having no problem standing on his own 2 feet on the outside. He's going up to the top ropes now. Bryn Watts is up to the top rope. I don't think Stormbringer knows he's up there, but Bryn Watts is up there, perched and waiting. Look at the smile on the face of Bradley Graham. Look at the big sexy beast smile himself silly as these two leave it all in the ring. Bryn Watts, a missile drop kick attempt. He jumped too early. He went too early, and Stormbringer was able to get out of the way. And now Bryn Watts, his hip is in all kinds of pain. Bryn Watts come up short with that missile drop kick. Stormbringer, all he has to do is get over for a pin, and he might be able to have this one sealed. But Stormbringer in a world of pain of his own. I mean, I don't know what else these two can do to each other. They've literally ripped each other limb from limb. Stormbringer now across the ring, pulling Bryn Watts up to a vertical base. Off the rope with an Irish whip. Oh, another big boot. Another big boot. Bryn Watts on Dream Street. Watch this. Stormbringer off the rope. The leg drop finally lands. 1, 2. Why? He got it. He kicked out. Cowboy got his shoulder up. Holy cow. I cannot believe how tough Cowboy Bryn Watts is. He got his shoulder up. Stormbringer can't believe it either.
I'm not sorry.
Holy cow, if these two haven't got a newfound respect for each other at the end of this match, then they are not human beings.
No.
They've been slugging it out for the better part of 20 minutes, neither one able to put the other away.
I think I'm gonna hyperventilate. Give me a minute here. Wait a minute! Full Nelson slam! Bryn Watts not moving. Cowboy, Bryn Watts is not moving. Stormbringer barely able to muster the energy to keep himself sitting upright, leaning up against the bottom rope. These guys are spent and they're still pounding on each other. What a match! Cyberattack, folks, brought to you by Stokes Pharmacy, has not disappointed the old pal Bulldog. We like to thank King of Trade as well. Their sponsorship is greatly appreciated. Woo! The big story right now is the bad seats exploded. And let me tell you, the shrapnel has landed all over the ring and ringside. We got steel chairs. We got steel steps. We got 2 beaten up wrestlers in the ring. We got a big sexy beast. We got ourselves a hell of a fight. Cowboy Bryn Watts now dragging himself up. This guy will never, ever quit. This guy will never say, I quit. It just will not happen. Stormbringer, it almost looks like he's confused at the fact that his best friend is literally begging for more punishment. And now, he missed! Stormbringer, wait a minute. Stormbringer didn't miss. Stormbringer attacking the big sexy beast out of nowhere, and I don't know why. Following it up with a clothesline, big sexy beast now. What in the? Big sexy beast not in there to wrestle. Stormbringer with another Irish whip and a spear! And a spear! What? Cowboy now joining the Stormbringer. Bradley Graham calling for the bell and the Stormbringer calling for a steel chair. You gotta be kidding. No, don't do this. Stormbringer. Oh my God. Come on, you guys. It looks like the bad seeds are on the same page after all. Low blow. What are these guys doing? Come on now. You made your point. You had a great match. You had a knockdown, drag out affair. Leave the referee alone. What's the matter with you guys? I'm sure this 2-on-1 attack will not be... Oh my gosh! This will not be tolerated by PPW head office. I guarantee you there will be some kind of... These two not responding to the ring bell. Clearly not responding to the ring bell. Holy! Come on now, enough is enough! Bad seeds. What is wrong with these two? They just beat the living hell out of each other, seemingly for fun. And now for even more kicks, they're taking out the big sexy beast, Bradley Graham. I'm sure there's going to be extensive damage done to that ankle. Come on, guys, leave him alone already! Leave him alone! We need someone out here to get these guys off the big sexy beast. This is too much. Bad seeds have made up, I guess. If they were ever at odds to begin with, for all we know, it was just a great big plan. Come on. Big story here is the big sexy beast. And that left knee.
You will never get the best of the bad seeds. You're an overgrown, inbred moron.
Overgrown, inbred moron, if I heard the Stormbringer correctly, is what he just called the big sexy beast. Well, I don't know what to tell you, folks. I mean, for the last 20 minutes, I thought the bad seats had imploded. And as it turns out, they were working together the whole time.
Sexy cowboy, eat your heart out.
Now we have more officials coming out here to check on the big sexy beast. I mean,
I am Stormbringer, and I have a trophy.
it's disgusting to me. Big sexy beast is not going to be able to walk out of here under his own steam, folks. I guarantee it. After what the bad seats just did with that steel chair, that was just sick. I've got no words for it. I mean, big sexy beast still laid out in the middle of the ring. Ref Curtis needs to.
Ref, you gotta carry me. I think my leg's broken. You need to carry me, ref. Yeah. My leg. Don't drop me. I'm gonna die. Ref, you're really bad.
Ref Curtis is struggling to help the big sexy beast out of the ring. He can't do it himself.
You don't need to carry me. 300
Now Ref Rachel comes from the back. She's going to lend a hand to help the big sexy beast. Folks, that is one tough SOB being helped out right there. If he's not able to walk out under his own steam, I guarantee you something is injured seriously on the big sexy beast. We're probably going to check in on him a little bit later on. Maybe by the end of the week we might get a medical update. I have no idea. But that is serious. I guarantee it. Big sexy beast unable to leave the ringside area under his own steam. Whew. Folks, what a night. And we still have our main event to go. Crude Oil Cody Mack gets an enormous opportunity as he gets a title shot against the real deal Sydney Steele. That match coming up right now. Jim Dandy is in the ring to bring our competitors. I can't wait. I got goosebumps. You gotta be confident. You gotta be confident, but you gotta avoid being arrogant. You're going into a main event for a heavyweight title shot, a heavyweight title championship. You gotta be confident in Cody Mack. He looks to be fired up to me as we wait for your heavyweight champion, Sydney Steele. Speaking of confident, Sydney Steele, Pure Power Wrestling heavyweight champion, all kinds of confidence, and why not? He's the longest reigning Pure Power Wrestling champion that PPW has had in its illustrious 10-year history. I gotta say, as a former PPW heavyweight champion myself,
That is a very impressive accomplishment, because when you get that belt around your waist, I'm telling you, you get all comers from all corners, and they have only intentions of taking that belt from you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the main event of the evening. This bout is sanctioned by the Canadian Professional Wrestling Association and Pure Power Wrestling. When the match gets underway, the official in charge will be Ref Glenn. The following contest is sponsored by Spence Pharmacy. This bout is scheduled for one fall with a 60-minute time limit, and it is for the Pure Power Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first, in the corner to my right, weighing in at 221 pounds, standing 6'1", from Fort McMurray, Alberta, Cody Mack. And his opponent, standing in the corner to my left, he stands 6 foot tall and weighing in today at 225 pounds. From Halifax, Nova Scotia, for 645 days, he has been the reigning, defending, Pure Power Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, the professional Steele.
There you have it, folks. It is all over. All the talking, all the pre-fight interviews, all the introductions, all the hype, it's all over now. And the only thing that remains is Sydney Steele and Cody Mack inside a 16-foot square ring, ready to get it on for the PPW Heavyweight Championship. There's the bell. Here we go. Both men taking their time. Sydney Steele, a very confident champion. Cody Mack, a very, very relaxed challenger. Look at him in there. Collar and elbow tie-up right in the center of the ring. Both these guys look to be evenly matched power-wise, but I think Sydney Steele has a little bit of an edge there. A little bit of an edge in the power game. Clearly, he's a little bit bigger. Both men circling now. Like I said, Cody Mack, all day long, he's just been really calm and collected. And, I mean, for a guy going into a heavyweight title match, you'd think he would have a lot of jitters, but he appears like he's been done this a few times. Both men now, collar and elbow tie-up right in the center of the ring. Just like two bulls locking horns. See which one is the stronger of the two. Cody Mack pushing Sydney Steele back. Sydney Steele pushing back on Cody Mack. I like how that rhymes. Here we go. Look at that. Neither man giving a inch. Absolutely no quarter. Cody Mack getting Sydney Steele pushed back into the corner. And a clean break like Ref Glenn asked for. Sydney Steele taking his time, formulating a plan. Cody Mack looking to be ready for the challenge. Watch this now. Here we go. Oh, Sydney Steele ducked under that collar and elbow tie-up attempt, grabbing a rear waist lock. You control the hips, you control the body. Cody Mack breaking free. Arm wringer reversal. Look at that. Cody Mack showing some quickness. Cody Mack, an impressive heavyweight. He's been on tear all over Western Canada, even through the whole COVID shutdown. This guy's been doing as much wrestling as he can possibly do. Now that sanctions are going to start getting lifted, you're going to see a lot more Cody Mack in Pure Power Wrestling, I'm sure. This guy is one hell of a performer. Sydney Steele, though, wrestling Cody Mack down to the mat, using that arm to gain control. Now see what he does to advance his position. Sydney Steele, very calm and focused. Cody Mack also really composed. Sydney Steele rolling over. Only gets a 1 count out of that. Sidney Steele in control. Cody Mack slowly taking his time, figuring a way out. I like to see Cody Mack after a bit of a layoff. Like I said, he's been working as much as he can, but during the COVID strike, there really wasn't a lot of work for a lot of wrestlers. But he really seems composed in there. Look at that. Reversal and a fire takeover. Ref Glenn with a 1 count. Sidney Steele kicking out with a lot of power. Cody Mack now getting up on top with a side headlock. See if Sidney Steele can maneuver his way out of here and reverse the position. Your main event, folks, sponsored by Stokes Pharmacy right here in Lethbridge on 4th Avenue in the Lethbridge Center. That is probably the best pharmacy in the entire city, run by a really nice family. All your pharmaceutical needs at Stokes Pharmacy. Back in the ring, Sidney Steele's trying to fight out of a side headlock. Oh. I love that reversal. I love that reversal. That is so slick. Sidney Steele now with the standing side headlock. Cody Mack having to find his way out of it. Let's see what he can come up with as a reversal. Sidney Steele really putting a lot of pressure on that headlock. Cody Mack looks like he's going to opt to power out. He does off the rope. Sidney Steele with a shoulder block, putting Cody Mack down. You're heavyweight champion. Not going to lose a shoulder block contest. Cody Mack though with the leap, but and a high drop kick and Cody Mack on fire in there. Sidney Steele taking a powder to the outside to collect his thoughts. Sidney Steele likes to be in control of the action in there, not the other way around, and he likes the action to be a little bit slower paced. So he rolled to the outside to slow Cody Mack down. But Cody Mack, he wants to go a little bit faster. Now, he ain't waiting. Cody Mack on the outside, he's going to go and get Sidney Steele. Sidney Steele trying to beg off. The referee can't help you out there, pal. Cody Mack with a chop right across the chest, blistering chop across the chest of Sidney Steele. And now, boom, driving his head into the ring apron. Cody Mack on the attack. Sidney Steele, Cody Mack now, and another chop. Sidney Steele not liking what's going on one little bit. Those chops hurt, folks. Now Cody Mack lining him up again. Oh! Another chop. Good things happen to those who wait, and Cody Mack has been waiting eagerly for a title shot. And he's got it against Sidney Steele. Clothesline, Sidney Steele on his back. Bouncing right back up again. Cody Mack now with a scoop and a slam. Sidney Steele not liking that. I bet only getting a 1 count. Woo-hoo-hoo. Wow. This one is as exciting as it was scheduled to be, or advertised. Look at the suplex. Cody Mack getting his feet up nice and high, transferring all the energy, following through nicely, and getting himself a 2 count. Cody Mack in control of this match. If he stays in control, and I was about to say, if he can stay in control and dictate the pace, he might be able to upset the champion. But Sidney Steele slowing things down with a jawbreaker, now an Irish whip. Cody Mack up and over. Oh, look at the arm drag. Oh, Cody Mack dropping a leg on the arm of Sidney Steele. Looks like Cody Mack might focus his attack on Sidney Steele's left wing. Hopefully that's the right strategy. Oh, wait a minute. Transitioning. Looks like he's asking for an arm bar. Sidney Steele not willing to relent, though. If Cody Mack can get an arm bar, Sidney Steele is right in the middle of the ring. If he can get an arm bar, he might be able to upset Sidney Steele. Now driving the elbow. Oh, wait a minute. He got it. He got an arm bar. Sidney Steele. Oh, are you kidding me? How exciting is that? Cody Mack managing to break free Sidney Steele's left arm. He got the armbar, but Sidney Steele wisely rolled his physique all the way over and caught the bottom rope. Woo-wee! Folks, I'm having troubles. I'm having brain troubles. This has been one hell of a night. Cyberattack has delivered start to finish. Your main event, Cody Mack challenging Sydney Steele for the Heavyweight Championship. Wow! Pure Power Wrestling bringing you the best in Western Canada. This main event is not disappointing. Now Cody Mack, Irish whip into the corner. Sydney Steele in all kinds of pain. I want to see what Cody Mack follows this up with. Snapmare, it looks like. In control, down for a... Well, let's see. If 1, 2. Cody Mack getting a 2 count. Whew. I'm not going to be able to talk come tomorrow. My voice is going to be gone, but I don't care. This is excitement. Watch this now. Watch this now. Cody Mack with another Irish whip in the corner. Sydney Steele up and over. Cody Mack missing with that clothesline. Steele going for a backslide. Transitioning into... Now what? Off the rope. Sydney Steele hanging on. Cody Mack rolling over. Another leapfrog. Oh, Sydney Steele with a chop block taking out the right leg of Cody Mack. That will slow you down. I don't care who you are. What an exchange that was. Sydney Steele coming out on top with that chop block, now in control. Whew. Folks, my brain is starting to itch. This is action. I have an axe handle right across the back. Oh, that has to hurt. Sydney Steele now taking his time, catching his breath, planning his next attack. Here he goes. Oh my goodness. I wasn't quite sure what it was Sydney Steele had in mind after that boot in the breadbasket. Clearly it was a decapitation he had in mind as he drove that size 12 into the side of Cody Mack's head with serious velocity. Whoa. Now Sydney Steele dragging Cody Mack to his feet by the hair. Here we go. A chicken wing suplex. This is one of the better chicken wing suplexes Sydney Steele is throwing. And let me tell you, folks, he's the only one who delivers that move the way he does. Nobody can deliver that chicken wing suplex with the effectiveness as your Pure Power Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, Sydney Steele. That is impressive. And now, are you kidding me? Are you kidding? It's just pushing Cody's face into the mat. What on earth? Why would you do that? Oh, Cody Mack firing back with a right. And another right. Steele stopping that onslaught with an elbow to the back of the head. Thank you very much for your troubles, Cody Mack, but wow. Now a boot to the throat. Ref Glenn starting the 5 count. Sydney Steele breaking it at 3. Still, the damage is done. As you can see the face of Cody Mack as he's trying to catch a deep breath. Sydney Steele now dragging Cody Mack to his feet. Another elbow in the back of the shoulder area. Here we go. Irish whip. Cody Mack reversal. Sydney Steele into the corner with some kind of velocity. Now Cody Mack up and over and down. Ooh. I think Cody Mack slipped off the ring apron. Cody Mack slipped off the ring apron.
I'll take it.
Sydney Steele happily waiting for a 10 count.
Go check on him. Ask him if he wants to quit. Your heavyweight champion right here, baby. Sydney Steele.
A confident Sydney Steele in the ring. This match has taken on a pace that Sydney Steele likes. And now with Cody Mack slipping on the outside, Sydney Steele has even more of an advantage, I'm sure. Now he's going to bring in Cody Mack the hard way, it looks like. Watch this. Oh, Cody Mack fighting back. Cody Cody Mack fighting back, but to no avail. Steele dragging him in over the top rope with that suplex, and Cody Mack, you can see the pain. Sidney Steele getting a 2 count, but Cody Mack still in a world of pain. Sidney Steele in control, but I tell you, Cody Mack still staying composed. There's, he's in there against a lot of adversity. Sidney Steele is one. Oh, look at that right! Look at that right, and another one. Cody Mack followed up with another one, and a third. Sidney Steele down. Cody Mack trying to take control of this one. Sidney Steele firing back with a boot to the breadbasket. Whew. What a slobber knocker. A lot of striking in this matchup. Now Sidney Steele with a European uppercut.
There we go. There we go.
Putting himself back in the driver's seat. Cody Mack now has to... Oh, he's firing back. Firing back again. This Cody Mack won't quit, man. I'm telling you. Look at the angle pick. Nice sweep. Because Cody Mack goes for it. He only gets a 1 count, but... A thinking man's wrestler, you can tell. This is a big event for Cody Mack. This is a big match for him, and he's maintaining his composure quite nicely. Not letting Sidney Steele stay in control for very long at all. Sidney Steele over the top rope off that slingshot. Cody Mack fires Sidney Steele over the top rope. Let's see if either man can capitalize. Cody Mack buying himself some time so he can kind of regroup. Sidney Steele trying to collect his thoughts. He didn't expect things to end up that way. Now both men collecting their thoughts. Cody Mack offering assistance to Sidney Steele, getting him back in the ring. How polite is that? Now Cody Mack under the bottom rope. Folks, this is your old pal Bulldog. You're watching Pure Power Wrestling Cyberattack. This is our main event. Cody Mack challenging for the Pure Power Wrestling Heavyweight title. Your champion, Sidney Steele. And this is one hell of a match, folks. This is a back and forth slobber knocker like I've never seen. Cody Mack delivering a European uppercut to the champion. Champion blocking that. Nice sweep. Cody Mack down. Look at the Sidney Steele. In a Boston crowd, in the middle of the ring is where Cody Mack is. Cody Mack will not quit. Sidney Steele screaming at Ref Glenn to ask him. But Cody Mack not giving. Whoa! Cody Mack now grabbing an ankle. He's got an ankle lock. He's not in the center of the ring though. Sidney Steele might be able to reach a rope. I'm not sure. Ref Glenn right there to call it. Yeah, Sidney Steele got his hand on the bottom rope. Cody Mack has to break the hold now. I'm going to need some sleep aid tonight, folks. This is way too much excitement for an old man. I'm telling you. Ref Glenn right there to call the action. Make sure neither man takes liberties, so to speak. Sidney Steele now. Sidney Steele back to his feet. Cody Mack on the outside trying to regroup. Looks like Sidney Steele's going to go outside of the ring and yeah, Sidney Steele on the outside. He's relentless, Sidney Steele, when he's on the attack. He's just relentless. He doesn't let you breathe much more than a few seconds, and he's on you with something different. Now driving Cody Mack's head into the ring apron. Your heavyweight champion in the driver's seat right now. Rolls Cody Mack back in the ring. I don't like the look of this, folks. I don't like the look of this at all. If Sidney Steele can get ahead of steam. Here we go. Oh my gosh. Oh, I want to see a replay of that. Sidney Steele just about took Cody Mack's head off, and he gets a 2 count. Cody Mack with a foot on the rope. Sidney Steele unable to get a 3 count. Wow. Sidney Steele just about taking Cody Mack's head right off with that kick on the outside of the ring. But I tell you, Cody Mack has really challenged Sidney Steele. Cody Mack is making Sidney Steele work tonight. He is not willing to give up, and why should he? There's a Pure Power Wrestling Heavyweight Championship on the line. You better not give up. And Cody Mack has no quit in him. You can tell. Look at the pain on his face, but he won't quit. Sidney Steele with another knee in the back. Come on, Cody Mack. What a tough guy right now, folks. Cody Mack in a world of hurt, but not relenting, not giving up. Ref Glenn with a 2 count. Sidney Steele might want to think about getting Cody Mack closer to the center of the ring if he's going to pin him, because Cody Mack either kick out or grab the bottom rope. He is one tough customer, that Cody Mack, I'm telling you. And Sidney Steele, your heavyweight champion, he's no slouch either. He's been through some wars, as both of these men are ready to slug it out with a right and a left and a kick in the breadbasket, smashing his head into the turnbuckle. When are they going to stop? They're going to stop when They're going to stop when someone's down and out for the count of 3. Look at the right. Sid Steele now. Oh, look at that neck breaker. Steele wasn't kidding when he said Cody Mack was pissing him off. Steele looking just plain angry right now. That's 2. That's 2. Ref Glenn with a 2 count. Wow. Cody Mack really putting a fight up against Sidney Steele. Steele in control. He's in the driver's seat right now, and he is he set a pace that he can control. He set a pace that he can like. He set a pace that he dictates. Here we go, Irish whip in the corner. No, it's a reversal. Cody Mack reverses the Irish whip. Steele into the buckle hard. Cody Mack misses with a clothesline. Steele quickly got out of the way of that clothesline. Cody Mack in the middle of the ring in all kinds of pain. Folks, that hurts when you hit those turnbuckles chest first. That hurts a lot. Steele now begging Cody Mack to get up. Look, are you kidding me? Holy hell! Sidney Steele with a hook, and then Enziguri. That's lightweight stuff. That's cruiserweight move. Sidney Steele with a hook and run. I can't believe what I just saw. A heavyweight. Sidney Steele's a heavyweight. He shouldn't be running. He's got a... Sidney Steele shouldn't be leaving his feet like that. Heavyweights don't do hurricane ranas. That was... I want a replay of that. I want 2 replays of that. I can't believe I just saw Sidney Steele pull that off. That was amazing.
You want to see it again, huh?
I want to see it again. That was...
No, we're not going to need a replay. You'll see it again.
Holy cow. If our production crew can get a replay of that Hurricane Rana and the follow-up insecurity. That was amazing. Now Cody Mack trying to get to his feet. How impressive is this kid? Crude Oil will not quit. He will not give up. Even though Sidney Steele, the fresher of the 2, on the attack. Steele going for it again, but... No! Oh, are you kidding me? No! Denied! Sidney Steele was denied the second insecurity. Cody Mack just landed a power bomb from hell. I have no idea where he got it from, but he got it. Both men down seem to be out. Holy cow, folks, I can't believe what I've just witnessed. Wow, that's a 235-pound power slam. Cody Mack, good for you. Sidney Steele is on Dream Street. Cody Mack, I'm not even sure if he knows what building he's in, but the kid will not stop. Both men dragging themselves up to their feet. Who will get up first? Looks to be Sid Steele. Cody Mack, who's worse for wear? Sidney Steele missing with the clothesline. Cody Mack to the right. Steele down, Steele down again with another right. Cody Mack on the back elbow sends Steele down in that for a 3rd time. Are you kidding me? Somebody get my Ataman. I'm gonna fall off my chair right away. Irish whip. Steele into the buckle. Boom. Cody Mack. Oh, with another clothesline. Go get him, kid. You could be champion. Don't stop now. Cody Mack. Oh, boom. Another. Forearm, it looks like, in the corner. And a bro kick! And a bro kick! Cody Mack with a bro kick. Sidney Steele, eyes rolling back in his head. Come on, Cody Mack. Pin him, kid. You can do it. You can do it. Here's your chance. 1, 2, 3. Oh, my gosh. Who's going to get to his feet first, folks? Is it going to be Cody Mack? Is it going to be Sidney Steele? It looks to be Cody Mack. He's on all fours. This kid this kid's been taking a pounding, and he's still in the fight. Wow. Your old pal Bulldog is getting lightheaded. Ref Glenn's up to 6. Up to 7. Cody Mack's still not really sure he's aware where he's at. Sidney Steele on the outside as the ref reaches 8. Steele is on his feet. Ref Glenn restarting that 10 count now as it changes from 2 men down to 2 men actually outside the ring. Ref Glenn reaching a 2 count. Sidney Steele just doesn't want to get back in the ring. I'm not sure Cody Mack can at this moment. Holy cow. Whew. How impressive are these 2 athletes right now, folks? Your heavyweight championship is on the line. Sidney Steele, the current champion. Cody Mack, the challenger. Now Sidney Steele rolling Cody Mack back into the ring. Ref Glenn calling for Sid Steele to get back in. Steele obliges him. Holy cow, folks. These guys have put it all on the line tonight. They've laid it out. They're leaving it all in the ring. Your old pal Bulldog is exhausted. Cody Mack now back on the outside. Is he playing mind games? What's Cody Mack doing?
PPW Heavyweight Champion.
Sidney Steele, he's back in the ring. Cody Mack on the outside. Not exactly.
I'll take it. Come on, Cody. Need you back in. Come on. Need you back in.
Ref Glenn calling for Cody Mack to get back in the ring. Cody Mack on the outside. I'm sure he's gonna make it.
You know what? I ain't had enough.
Sid Steele decides to go out and get him. Sid Steele decides to go out and get Cody Mack. Dragging Cody Mack to his feet. In the ring, both men go. Sidney Steele now climbing the steps. Steele is in control of this matchup. Cody Mack now, I'm not sure if he's just out of gas or if he's playing possum. But Steele with a 3 count. Your winner, Sidney Steele. Woo!
He is your winner, and still your Power Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, the professional Sidney Steele.
Steele coming out on top of that match. It looks to me like Cody Mack just ran out of gas.
46, 47.
I guess that COVID layoff might have affected the conditioning.
And so on, and so on.
What a match, though. Keep your head up, Cody Mack. You put up a hell of a fight. Just wasn't your night, kid. Wow. Holy cow, folks. What a night. Cyberattack has delivered. I don't know about you, but I'm still pumped. What a night. We're gonna try and get backstage, see if we can get a word from Cody Mack, see if we can get a word from Sidney Steele and their thoughts on the main event. Wow, folks, this is Pure Power Wrestling. This has been Cyberattack. I'm your old pal Bulldog. Thank you, King of Trade. Thank you, Stokes Pharmacy. We'll see you next time on Power Slam TV on Shaw. Don't miss us. Till next time.